All right, folks, buckle up. We're diving into The View today, and they're tackling the Tate brothers. You know, the internet's favorite punching bags, Andrew and Tristan. Now, whether you love them or hate them, one thing's for sure, they get people talking. And The View panel? Oh, well, they've got options and opinions, and they're not holding back. But are those opinions based in reality? Or are we just watching another virtue signaling circus? Let's hit play and find out where the outrage truly lies and where the arguments fall apart.
Controversial influencers of the so-called manosphere, Andrew and Tristan Tate, were arrested in Miami this weekend on additional rape and sex trafficking charges in the UK, which they deny. Now, for years, they've been pushing deeply disturbing and violent sexist content to their millions of followers. So even if these guys are found guilty and thrown in prison, what about the damage they've already done by influencing so many young men to do awful things to women?
Hold on a second. Damage they've already done? This is the classic guilt by association fallacy, isn't it? It's like blaming McDonald's for someone choosing to eat 10 Big Macs a day. Did the Tates put a gun to anyone's head and force them to do those awful things? Last I checked, personal responsibility still existed. Young men have always looked up to figures, good or bad. It's on the parents, educators, and society to provide better role models, not just point fingers at the loudest voices on the internet. Let's not outsource our moral compass to algorithms. Let's continue.
That's such an important question, because I say to folks, you may have not heard of the Tate brothers, but I'm certain your kids have.
Yeah.
They reach tens of millions of people online. They are this deep, ugly corner of the manosphere. They preach sexism, misogyny, rape culture. It is vile. I don't use the word loathe lightly. I loathe these men and the influence that they have. And they're teaching boys at a very critical part in their lives that that's something to aspire to. It is the most fake kind of masculinity imaginable. And they have actually now are accused of very serious crimes. They're going to have to stand their day in court. And kudos to people who actually followed through, because there was a lot of back and forth here. Some conservatives defended these guys. Governor DeSantis, who I don't always root for, has clocked these guys from the outset. Florida's been investigating them, and I hope that they do time.
You know, I didn't know much about them at all, and I was telling Sarah and Alyssa backstage, like, who are these guys? But my producer told me that Tucker Carlson has repeatedly defended and praised Andrew Tate in particular, and hosted a 2.5-hour interview with him in 2023, and has called him really smart, praised his core message, which he considered to be respect yourself, act like you're worth something, and achieve something. I am shocked.
Whoa, shocked? Really? Tucker Carlson, a guy known for challenging mainstream narratives, found something positive in a controversial figure's message. Ooh, the horror. When someone says respect yourself, act like you're worth something, and achieve something, is that really the core of this misogyny culture and violence? Or is it possible that even a broken clock is right twice a day, and a message of self-improvement isn't inherently evil? The outrage here feels less about the message and more about who's delivering it and who's not. Condemning hard enough, it's performative, plain and simple. Let's continue.
Tucker Carlson has gone down the toilet.
Yeah.
And he will do it because something somewhere is paying him. I don't know why, where, how, but he has no values left. He has lost all. The fact that he would say that about these, they're criminals. And they have a massive influence, as Alyssa spoke, but I would challenge anyone to watch Louis Theroux's Inside the Manosphere on Netflix and Adolescence. If you care about what's going on in this space, which is massively influencing young boys and men, you have to watch these two, because in the Inside the Manosphere, a lot of these influencers don't even believe what they're saying, but they're feeding off the vulnerabilities of young people and they're making it
I have
seem
to say
cool.
that I saw the photos of them getting arrested yesterday, of course, in Miami. Go look it up if you haven't seen those pictures, because I'm looking at them and I'm saying, these are the influencers in the manosphere. They look like they were wearing the clothes of 12-year-old girls. I mean, they like the clothes had shrunk in the washer, in the dryer. I'm really, I want to give kudos to the UK because they're doing what we're not doing in this country.
The good old the UK is doing what we're not argument, because clearly the UK is a shining beacon of perfect legal systems and moral rectitude, right? Let's not forget, The UK has its own fair share of issues, from free speech crackdowns to a justice system that's not always pristine. This isn't about the UK being a better or worse than the US. It's about a specific legal process playing out. To paint it as a broad indictment of America's entire approach to justice just sounds like another opportunity to bash your own country. We have our problems, we do, but let's not pretend other nations are utopias. Well, and there you have it, folks. The View panel serving up their usual blend of outrage, selective condemnation. It's clear that in the world of political commentary, sometimes the loudest voices are the ones least interested in nuance or personal responsibility. What do you think? Did The View get it right, or did they miss the bigger picture? Let us know in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe for more unfiltered takes on the biggest stories impacting us today. Until next time, stay sharp.